Hey folks, hey millionaires, hey superstars, hey this is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. Welcome to another Sunday mindset message here. Me, Wesley, $1 billion Virgin goes live every single Sunday to give you the message for the week to kind of kick your week off in the direction of success, prosperity, and all the things that you want, right? How many of you believe that something amazing is about to happen? I want you to comment below. You can either leave a comment below or you can just hit the like button. If you believe that something amazing is about to happen, and I'm talking about right now, like something amazing, I want you to look around for a second. Look to your left and look to your right. Something amazing is about to happen in your life. And let me tell you why. Because when we begin to expect things to happen, they do. We get what we focus on, which means is if we get what we focus on, the question is, what are you focusing on right now? Well, let me tell you what your favorite millionaire, Wesley Virgin, future billionaire, actually. We say current millionaire, future billionaire. I'm focusing on what's amazing. I'm focusing on what's great. I am focusing on what's about to happen. That's going to be so amazing. It's going to bring chills down my spine here. Listen, this morning I want to talk about something that I've been doing for a very long time. And it's something I think would be very applicable to you in your life to help you through your own personal journey of success. Many people follow me because they want to make more money, obviously. They want to start a business. But I think people follow me because they're trying to get their mind right. Okay? Like they're trying to get that brain to function in a way that whatever thought that they think about, they get, right? Like if I want a car, I want to be able to get it. If I want a new job, I want to get it. If I want a significant other, I want to get it. If I want a new body, I want to get it. Like anything I think about, anything that you think about, we want to get it. So that's what I do. I teach people how to manifest. We use the word manifest. And manifestation means to have a thought, a dream, a desire, and actually experience it in that tangible world. And that's what I teach in Overnight Millionaire University. It's very, very basic. It's not basic. I used the wrong word. What I teach in Overnight Millionaire University is very simple. I take people and I delete their negative thoughts and I install the thoughts and beliefs that they need and I activate the new identity. Because it's not about money. It's not about focusing on money. It's about focusing on transformation. And that's what we do there in Overnight Millionaire University. So if you want access to that or you want to get more information about that now, all right, to begin to kind of move your life and your experience a little bit faster here, go to the link in my bio on Wesley $1 Virgin Instagram account, or you can go to overnightmillionaireuniversity.com. But write this down below, folks. Okay. I want you to write something down below, if you don't mind. And this is what I've been doing for a very long time, especially when I was at my lowest. And I use the word lowest. I don't know how low I was. When people say, when I was at my lowest, when I was at my darkest. Well, I just say that was a time in my 30s when I didn't have any money. I felt that everything that I was doing was kind of worthless. Like it just wasn't, I didn't feel I was creating any type of breakthroughs. Like I was working, I was reading books, I was listening to motivational content, I was going to seminars, just kind of what the average person does when they're trying to learn. I was jumping into Forex, I was jumping into network marketing, I was doing a lot of things because I just wanted a better life for my children. How many of you are in that boat right now? It's not just about me. It's not about you. It's about the children. It's about your family. It's about the experience you want to create for the people around you. How many of you raise your right hand if you're in that boat right now? Like, you're not just doing it for you. You're not just working your butt off for yourself. You want to do it to make a contribution to others. Okay. And that's what I was in my 30s. And I learned some techniques. I truly believe that we need methods and techniques to allow us to continue with a level of enthusiasm while we're in the trenches, while we're feeling desperate and suffering and stressed out and pissed off. And, sometimes your emotions can be up and down during this process of success and becoming another person and trying to be great and trying to master your body, master your mind and your finances, right? So this technique here that I've learned and that I've been using for a very long time works for me, and I want to give it to you. Is that cool? Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, I love you. I'm sorry. I did not start this rant. I'm sorry. I didn't start this message properly. I love you. I appreciate you, and I'm going to give you a gift. Listen, this is the gift. High energy, high income. Okay. You're welcome. I know you have a smile on your face right now. You're like, what the hell? Yeah, I just said high energy, high income. Because that's what I want you to have. I want you to live in high energy because, let me give you a secret here. People that are very successful in any area of their life, they have high energy. I mean, it's just the truth. The energy is not low, it's high, okay? And that's just their normal state. It's not something they're trying to do. Like, I didn't have to try to do that. That was easy. That was very simple to do that. High energy, high income, which means if you want more money, if you want to feel better, have some high energy. That means scream if you need to, okay? Like, scream if you need to. And you may say, well, Wesley, it's important to scream? Do you have to scream? No, you don't have to, but one thing I've learned about energy, motion creates emotion. So if you want to feel differently, scream, do something. Jump up in the air, clap your hands, do something, use your body, go work out, go run a mile, right? Do some push-ups because motion creates emotion, right? If you want to feel better, then you need to move the body. Okay, but write this down. This is the technique that I want to give you. I want you to start using tonight, this entire week. I call it the gratitude reset. Okay, write that down in the comments below here and take notes. It's called the gratitude reset. Okay, write that down. The gratitude reset. Hey guys. Hey, Apollo, what's going on, man? The gratitude reset. And folks, if you want me, let me take a second. Go ahead and comment your names below. I love saying your names, so you know that I'm here with you. I can actually I can smell and see you. And you smell good. I do appreciate that. You put deodorant on this morning. That's awesome. Some of you haven't brushed your teeth yet, but you okay. So go ahead and comment your names here below. Let me give you a shout out. I just want to say your name, and then we're going to get into the gratitude reset technique here, okay? Go ahead and comment your names here below. Edward, how are you, man? Sylvia, Audrey. High energy, high income! Salvador, let's go! I think sometimes who on the other side of this phone can match my energy? I'm not sure. Hands free! Shy, let's go! Rachel, let's go! Sharon, let's go! Hey, Zaid from Morocco, let's go! Austin, let's go! Ruby, let's go! Listen, let me feel the energy on the other side of this phone right now, all right? Let me feel that fire, okay? We got Robert. Let's go! Come on, Robert, let's go! All right. Is that it? Okay, so let's get into it. Write it down. Gratitude reset. Let me tell you what the gratitude reset is. So, in my early 30s, this is when, if you guys know my story, in my 30s, this is when I had a huge epiphany, huge transformation, man. it was a huge breakthrough. And I believe everybody that's on this journey to become the best version of themselves, they're going to have it. Like, it's going to happen to you eventually. Okay. I don't know when. Some people have it in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s and 60s, right? It just all depends. And I had a huge breakthrough. Okay. Because in my 30s, I had a okay job. At that time, I was running the boot camp. And I was training people, but I wasn't making a ton of money, right? And I wanted to make more money. I was 30, 3 children. And I'm like, man, I was staying in this little bitty small apartment, 700 square foot apartment here in Houston, Texas. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I want more. I mean, obviously. And at the time, I had vision boards all over my house. I had pictures of vacation spots. And like, I did everything that they tell you to do in the books. Like Think and Grow Rich and Richest Man in Babylon, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I was doing all that stuff, right? Saying affirmations, screaming in my car, just like I was just screaming to you. And I realized something just through reading literature and books. Maybe I'll share the book with you as well. That I was chasing money, like trying to be success. I was so thirsty to be successful or be a millionaire that I got lost in the chase. Okay. Like, I got lost in the chase. What that means is I got lost in the chase because I didn't know what I was really chasing, Because, sometimes when you're working hard, you're busting your butt every single day. You're saying your affirmation, you're meditating, you're praying to God. Thank God, this is a beautiful day. Let me go work. Let me go sell something. Let me go be great. Let me go do something, to get this thing, right? But the issue for me was I got lost in the chase, which means I forgot what I was chasing. Of course, I said money, I wanted a certain type of lifestyle that I've seen on TV and that I've seen on the internet, and people traveling around the world, people driving in fancy cars. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's what I want. Yeah, I want that. So, but the problem was, even when I would hit milestones or even very, very simple milestones, like making my first sale, let me tell you, it was a magical experience. Like, I'll never forget when I made $7 online. That was better than making $1 million. Let me tell you why. Because when I made $7, man, I was like, what the hell? I actually made money in my sleep, because I'll never forget that night, that day. I had the business online and I woke up and I had $7. That means somebody trusted me enough without even knowing me, and they pull out their credit card and they spent money. And what I'm trying to share with you is I got lost in the chase because I forgot to be grateful. Like, obviously, I can't pay my bills with $7, but I forgot to be grateful when I wasn't making any sales. Like, I forgot that all the different levels and the different steps. Let me give you another analogy. This is a better analogy here. It's like climbing. Like, my building has a lot of floors, and to get to these different floors, you got to go through steps. You got an elevator, but let's say the elevator is broken down, right? And you got to go through all these steps. It's a lot of steps to get to the top floor, obviously, right? And what happened to me is I was so concerned about hitting the top floor, I forgot that, like, I was on floor 5, but I forgot when I was on floor 1. Like, I was just, because it's like every floor that I would hit in my business, right? I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm here now. Okay, I made a sale. Okay, I made 2 sales. Okay, I'm making $1,000 a month, but it's not enough to pay my bills. It's not enough to live my life. Which means is I was continually telling myself that, well, it's not enough. I'm not at the top floor though. Yeah, I'm on floor number 10, but I'm not at the top floor. So the gratitude method, or the gratitude experience, what I started to do is I remembered and began to be grateful, not even for the floors. I began to be grateful for the steps, which means every step that I would take to get to the floor, I was grateful. So when I would make one sale, I was grateful. When I launched an ad, I was grateful. When I made a call to a customer, I was grateful. When I bought a domain for the website, I was very grateful. When I saved a little bit of money, I was grateful. When I started to invest money, even if it was $100 a month, I was very grateful. Just waking up, I was grateful. Reading a book, I was grateful. Listening to another entrepreneur online that would give me some insight about the business, I was grateful. Those are the steps, by the way. Like waking up, listening to some motivational content, some self-development content, I was grateful about that. Being able just to have people watch my content. Maybe I only had 5 people watch my content, but I was grateful. I was grateful for 6. Then I was grateful for 7. I was grateful when I posted a YouTube a video on my website, on the internet. I was grateful. So what I started to do, I started to train myself to be grateful for everything, which was, I was grateful for every step instead of getting lost in the chase of hitting the top floor. Because see, I was only thinking about the top floor. And by thinking about the top floor, I was thinking that I'm not there yet. This is where I want to be. So everything else was irrelevant in my mind. And that's what's happened to a lot of you. And you're not paying attention because, see, the mind is a very delicate thing. And the mind, whatever you focus on, is going to expand. And the mind itself is all about perception. Like if you view your experience in your life, like whatever your age is and where you live and your current conditions, if you think that, well, I'm not where I want to be, I'm not where I want to be. Yeah, I'm doing okay, but I'm not where I want to be. I'm doing okay, but I'm not where I want to be. Well, it's okay, but it's not what I want to be. See, that's a person that's ungrateful. And I was there too. Listen, I'm not throwing rocks at you. I was like that too. I was like, well, yeah, I'm making $10,000 a month, but my goal is to make $100,000 a month. Are you with me? So what I started to do, and this is what really gave me a major breakthrough every day of my life, I was just grateful for every little thing, every step, because every step was important. Because the floors are not what gets you to the top floor, it's the steps. Okay? Like the floors, they don't get you to the top. It's the steps that get you to the top floor. Okay? Every step is going to eventually get you to the top. So, which means if you kind of focus on the step. Now, let's talk about focus on the step. Let's bring this in full circle. So when I say focus on the step, like today I'm going to study more of my Facebook ads. I'm going to work on the website. I'm going to write some copy, which means that's a step, which means I need to do the best job possible. Like when I'm writing copy, I need to be very, very focused and dedicated to writing the copy, which means there's no radio, no TV, no distraction, no phone, no nothing, just a laptop, me, maybe some meditation music, and I'm just working for hours. That's a step, by the way. Okay? That's a step. See, whatever step that you're going to take today, you have to ensure that that step is done with detail, with a sedulous work ethic, with just absolute focus. Okay? And then you have to be grateful. So what I want to do is I want all of you to comment 10 things that you're grateful for right now, just in your life. And I'm not talking about, well, I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for yeah. Okay, no. I want you to think about the steps that you're taking to become the successful individual that you deserve to be. That could be you bought a domain. It could be that you're making calls on sales. That could be you're dressing in a way that projects the image of success. That could be you're learning new words, you're reading books. That could be that you are learning how to market online, you're learning Forex, whatever. I want you to comment 10 things that you're grateful for, things that you have accomplished. But when you think about those things, you thought they were kind of insignificant because you was like, well, that's not a big deal. But let me tell you something, it is a big deal. Everything's a big deal. Okay? Like even waking up in the morning is a big deal because many people, do you know 100,000 people did not wake up this morning? It's kind of crazy to think about. 100,000 people die a day. That's crazy, right? Statistics. So that is a big deal. I mean, did you meditate today? Did you have some type of mindfulness practice today? Did you pray today? I mean, that's a big deal. Did you spend an hour, 2 hours on your skill, whatever skill that you're trying to perfect and become a master of? So I want you to comment 10 things below right now. Now, some of you, it may be hard to do. And you know why it's hard? Because you never thought about it like that. Like you never thought about, like you made your first sale in your business. You never thought about just being grateful for that now. Maybe you're grateful because you made your first $5,000 in a month, your first $10,000. Right? Maybe you're grateful because you lost a pound. You've been working out. Maybe you're grateful because you went to the gym 4 days, 5 days straight, back to back. Hello. Maybe you're grateful because you was positive all week. Or you were positive for 24 hours. You know, you spent the entire day complimenting people. You spent the entire day with a smile on your face. You spent the entire day enthusiastic. Just be grateful that you did it. So I want you to comment 10 things right now that you're grateful for. And let me tell you something. This is exactly what I did at the age in my early 30s. And 35, I made $1 million, folks. And you may say, well, I mean, come on, folks. Now you may say, come on, Wes. BS. You're saying that being grateful allows you to make $1 million. Well, let me tell you this. Think about gratitude as the foundation, right? Think about gratitude as an attitude, right? When you have that type of attitude, when you're working on something, when you're trying to perfect, being a master at something. Because let me tell you something, you're not going to have millions of dollars in the bank account. You're not going to acquire millions of dollars unless you're an expert at something. And if you get lucky and make millions of dollars, you will lose it if you are not a master at it, right? So mastery has to happen. But while you're mastering something, it's important to have like this gratitude, because gratitude allows you to feel good. Gratitude, like when you're grateful, and I got really deep with this, and I really studied gratitude. You know, gratitude, you can't be angry and grateful. Like you can't be upset and grateful. You can't be depressed and grateful. You can't be stressed out and grateful at the same time. It's almost impossible. So gratitude is one human emotion that pervades all emotions that are so low. You know, the emotions that keep us stuck, the emotions that keep us confused and uncertain, those emotions that make us feel like worthless almost, like I'm tired, I'm so exhausted. And, you know, that doubt, you know, you ever doubted yourself? Like, I don't know if this is for me. Should I continue to do this? Well, gratitude reminds you that you were born to do this. Okay? You were born for this. Like you were created to be great. Like you wasn't created to be terrible. You wasn't created to be a loser, right? No. You were created to win. Like you were created to make millions of dollars, to be successful, to be happy, to be extraordinary. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? So I'm still waiting for 10 things. I want you to really think about it before you type it below. 10 things that you're grateful for. You know, it could be milestones that have taken place in your past, but you kind of lost track and, you know, you say, well, that's not a big thing anymore. But I want you to bring those things back to life, because what that does is it gives you what I call the gratitude reset. You know, start the reset. You say, you know what? Hold on. It's not that bad. I'm cool. Like me, how can I be upset? I'm making 6 figures, sometimes 7 figures a month. You know, my goal is to make 30 million a month. You know, I can spend days and weeks and like, man, I'm not making $1 million a day. Man, what am I doing wrong? What the hell? Why am I not making more money? I'm stuck. I'm stuck at 6 figures. I'm stuck at 7 figures a month. You'll think I'm crazy, right? But see, that's what the typical person does. They may, some things that you prayed for. You ever prayed for a car because you wanted a car? You ever prayed for a job because you wanted a job? You ever prayed for a soulmate? And then you got the soulmate, and now you hate the goddamn person. You're like, oh my God, I hate this person. You ever prayed for a car? You had it for 6 months, and then you're like, oh, I'm tired of this car. I need something new. You ever prayed for an experience in life and say, oh, I'm going to travel the world, I'm going to do this, and you did? And you're like, yeah, but man, I only been to 20 countries. I want to go to 40. As people, we are insatiable creatures when it comes to achieving things and wanting more things, which is okay. But you got to remember to be grateful, right? You got to be like, man, I'm blessed. Like, how can I be ungrateful? Like Wesley Virgin here. I have goals, I have dreams, obviously. But how can I be ungrateful? Like, how? I'm living in a beautiful penthouse on the top floor of my building. I have 8 cars that I can drive at any given time, luxury cars. I can travel first class around the world whenever I want to. I got a beautiful, caring, extraordinary woman in my life that just treats me like a goddamn king. I have 3 beautiful kids that are doing very well. They're not smoking weed. They're not doing drugs. They're not drinking alcohol. They're not disrespectful. My girls are not wearing booty shorts and, doing all this crazy. They're just very respectful, smart, hard-working, intelligent human beings. Like, how can I be ungrateful? I have an extraordinary team. Like, I'm so blessed. I have an extraordinary team that works with me. Ariella, Dom, Ariel, David, Joe, Terry, Rochelle, Jen, so many of them, right? Toby, Athanos. I have an extraordinary team. Okay, Georgette. I'm so blessed. I have an extraordinary team that not only work for me, they understand my vision. They understand that what I'm doing is going to be one of the biggest things the world will ever see, and they support that. Like, how can I be like, oh, well, I'm not making $1 million a day right now. Oh, I don't have a private jet though. Right? So what I want you to understand is that's why I'm asking you to comment below. Let's do a gratitude reset together. Just comment everything that you're grateful for. The things that you're taking for granted right now. Think about it. What are 10 things that you're taking for granted that you used to pray and beg the universe to have? Think about it. And you kind of forgot about it. Because remember, let me say this again. And I need to ram this in the back of your mind here now. You get what you focus on. Honestly, it's just that simple. Like, you get what you focus on most of the time. Many people, I got a couple of emails. We just launched Overnight Millionaire University, by the way. And I got some emails from some new students. He said, Wesley, I now truly understand the deeper part of you get what you focus on. He said, you're right. You explain it so well in Module 2 in Overnight Millionaire University. Like, you get what you focus on. I never really paid attention to what I was focusing on throughout my day. Like the conversations I was having when I'm scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram, when I'm talking to random people, talking to friends, talking to my mama, talking to my daddy. So all that is a part of my focus. And I thought about that. And now I understand why I'm not making progress. Because what I'm focusing on, like what I'm putting most of my attention on, it's not productive nor beneficial for me to become the person I want to be. These are students that are emailing me that just got started, by the way. Like these posts, they just went to overnightmillionaireuniversity.com and they just enrolled and they're getting access to parts of their brain or their awareness that they didn't even know existed. Okay? But even in the course, I go a little bit deeper. It's not about you just get what you focus on. You get what you focus on most. Because think about it, like it's morning time, it's 10 o'clock. So it's like, what am I focused on right now? You're probably focusing on my voice right now. Some of you are focusing on like a Sunday. Many people go to Sunday fun day. You're thinking about the next drink, the mimosa that you're going to have. You're thinking about you're going to be hanging out with your friend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You're going to go to the party. You're going to go outside. You're going to go to the pool party. Well, that's just what you're focused on, right? You're focusing on what your day's going to look like and what you're going to do. And typically those things are things that are very visceral and very pleasurable. Okay? Drinking, usually. People on Sundays, it will be a lot of drinking and laughing and kicking, cacaing, and men talking to women and women talking to men. And I get it, right? But that's just your focus. But there is another person or another type too, another type of people, they're going to just be working. They're going to do all the things that you don't think is sexy, that you don't think is pleasurable, that you don't think is fun. Somebody asked me the other day, said, Wesley, you don't ever have fun? You don't have fun. You'll never have fun. Even my Pilates teacher, she says, don't work too hard. I said, impossible. Of course I'm going to work hard. I love it. But I think that people believe that working is not fun. I think that's what they think. Because they say, well, Wes, you got to live life a little bit. And I'm like, I am living. What are you talking about? I'm in a beautiful penthouse. It's gorgeous. Windows everywhere. Right? I got a beautiful, comfortable bed here. 10,000 is very comfortable. I got a great view. I got a laptop that I can work on and I can create something magical. How is that not fun? The problem is people, how they label fun are things that are pleasurable from a visceral standpoint. They've got to feel something, right? Something. It can be sex. It can be, alcohol. It can be drugs. It can be hanging out with friends. They need to feel that. But I don't know. I have fun working. Honestly, I really do. I enjoy it. Okay? So, I want you to understand, but I was talking about you get what you focus on most of the time. So, you get what you focus on most. So you have to think about, what are you focusing on most today? Me? $1 million a day. That's the focus, right? And now I'm focused on the Facebook ads that's going to make that millions of dollars a day work. Let me break it down. Something that you can understand. So I have a website, right? I have a university, Overnight Millionaire University, where I teach people how to manifest. And it's very simple. They go through a 3-step process. Hundreds of thousands of people go through a 3-step process. They're going to delete the limiting thoughts. They're going to start the thoughts and beliefs that they need to activate the new self, to activate the new identity. That's it. Because you got to be a new person if you want new results. Honestly, if you're thinking that you're going to remain the person or man or woman that you are right now and get different results, you're playing yourself. I'm telling you, you're going to be pissed off when you're 40 and 50 and 60 years old and you watch other people just pass you by. Okay? But that's what we do. So that's what I'm working on. I'm working on creating Facebook, Instagram ad campaigns, putting people through a funnel to get them to buy. That's it. It's just a puzzle. But this puzzle is like 10,000 pieces. Does that make sense? Because there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle. So I'm just going to spend my time in silence and I'm just going to work on the puzzle today. I might take a break. I may eat some food, drink some water. Then I'm working the puzzle again. Because that's what the focus on putting the puzzle together. You get it? And eventually, I'm going to put the puzzle together. It's going to be done. You get it? So the question is, what are you going to do? Like, what puzzle are you trying to put together today? Because that's all it is. Like, even when we talk about success and millions of dollars, it's just a puzzle. The more money, the more complex the puzzle, the bigger the puzzle, and it's okay. But the question is, are you spending time putting the puzzle together? You may be a salesperson. Well, how many calls are you making today? if you're a salesperson, So you're set or whatever. I mean, how many calls you're making today? It's a puzzle. Because the more calls you make, the better communicator you become, the more confident you become in your communication skills to sell people. And it just gets easy. You'll eventually sell everybody. But what are you focusing on? Like, are you focusing on, now let's go a little deeper. And I go very deep in Overnight Millionaire University, but I'm going to go deeper with you. It's not enough just to focus on the process. You got to focus on the process as if you truly understand the process. Let me give you an example. If I'm a salesperson, I'm a sales rep, and I'm calling customers, I can't call somebody hoping that they're going to buy. I have to approach the call knowing they will buy, because I'm just that good and that I'm just that great of a salesperson. Does that make sense? So it's not enough just to you get what you think about. It's not enough that you get what you think about most. You have to listen, you got to think about, you get what you think about most with the right attitude. You see how we have to go deeper? Well, that's what my university. In the university, we go deeper. We don't go surface level in Overnight Millionaire University. Screw surface level. Surface level is the reason why, like, if you look at your bank account right now, it may make you sad and mad. The cars you drive, where you live, when you look at the type of people that you date. Okay? So, I mean, you got to go below the surface in the mind. So we can't just, it's not just we get what we think about. It's not just we get what we think about most. We get what we think about most with the right attitude. Okay? Can I get an amen? Like, you got to, listen, if I'm making calls, I have to have the attitude as if I'm going to close this person. If I'm running Facebook ads, I have the attitude, even if I never ran Facebook ads before, right? First, I have to believe with the attitude that this ad is going to be the best, most converting ad in my campaign. I got to have that type of attitude, that type of confidence. Okay? If I start a business, listen, I'm going to create the best business ever. Everything I do is going to be perfect. Like, I have to approach it with that attitude. Okay? Doesn't mean that you're not going to make mistakes. It doesn't mean that things are not going to go well. But you have to have the expectancy that everything's going to work out perfectly. Are you with me? I remember it was a time, like in my woman's business, when she started the business, there's a lot of work, obviously, starting the business, and she's very incredible with running the business. She's really good. And I remember it was her first goal, if she could just make $1,000 a day. You know, she's like, if I can just get $1,000 a day, if I can just get $1,000 a day. You know, because when you first start a business, she has a conventional business, like it's a brick and mortar. So it just takes time and it's hard and it's a lot of money invested. And her thing was like, if I can just make $1,000 a day, it's 1,000. Now she's making 4 or 5 times that. And the question is how? So you may think, well, she's working hard. She does work hard. You may think because she just did something that nobody else is doing. No. She understands that if she wanted more, she had to expect more. Of course, I taught her that. Right? I mean, it's a man's responsibility, in my opinion, to teach your wife. You want to lead your wife. And you just don't lead her by telling her what to do. You help her with her business, right? You want her business to, if she runs a business, to be, you want her business to flourish. So I said, sweetheart, you need to expect more. Without, listen, I teach this in Overnight Millionaire University as well. You have to expect more without evidence that it's possible. Because you don't need evidence. See, this is the realm of creation, by the way. See, many of you live in the realm of reality. You say, well, that's not realistic. This is not realistic. This is not realistic. You can't make this money. This is not realistic. Well, how am I going to do that? How am I going to do this? Listen, I want all of you to live in the realm of creativity. Creativity means that, okay, I can do 4,000 a day. I remember when I told her, I said, you're going to do 4K a day. Like I told her by the end of the year, she'll be doing 6 figures a year on autopilot, working less, working 60% less and still making 6 figures a month. I remember when I first told her, I said, no, you're going to be doing $3,000, $4,000. She was like, no. I don't know about $4,000 because, this, I don't know. I don't have a lot of staff here. I don't know about this. And I said, what she was doing is she was giving me all the limitations. I said, well, stop, baby. We live in the version of creativity in this realm. You're living in reality. You're like, well, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. And sometimes we forget because we just don't know that we create our reality. Like the reality that you keep saying, like all of you continue to say, well, that's not reality. That's not reality. What you're saying is that's not the past. Because your past results, you use that as these definitive measures that measures your business or measures your life. And I said, sweetheart, no. We can create whatever we want. 4,000, 5,000 a day. Me, she's going to be doing 5,000 a day in a couple of weeks. She's going to call me and say, I'm doing 5,000 a day. Now my woman is meditating all the time. At first, she wasn't a meditator like that. At first, I'm not saying she didn't believe in manifestation, but, if you never taught this, it's just new. But the longer you be around a man like me, you start to believe all these interesting things because they work for me. I have a phenomenal life. Not just because I'm rich. I'm healthy. I look good. I look well. I'm happy. My life is just easy. I'm never stressed. And who doesn't want to live like that? So everybody does. So the point of that is when you begin to expect, like you think you get what you think about, you get what you think about most, but you get what you think about most based on your expectation. Does that make sense? Okay. It's all based off your expectation. I remember when Ariella, she's my business partner. She's the VP of my companies. And by the way, we are hiring people right now, so reach out to her. And if she haven't responded, keep reaching out to her until she responds. I remember when Ariella, she's the young lady from New York City that reached out to me via social media years ago and wanted me to give her an opportunity. And she was very persistent to get the opportunity. It took her very long to get an opportunity with me. So don't think just because you reach out to me, I'm going to give you an opportunity. I want you to fight for it. I want you to do whatever it takes to get there. And if you don't know what that means, then I'm sorry for it. But she did whatever it took. So she got the opportunity, right? And I remember when she was earning, I remember when I paid her first $30,000. And she thought that was $1 million. She couldn't believe it. When I wired her $30,000, right? We started this new company, and she making $30,000 a month. She couldn't believe it. And I think at that time we was doing like, I don't know, a couple of $1,000 a day, maybe $1,000 a day. And I remember telling her, I said, we're gonna do 20,000 a day. She said, what? Yeah, 20,000 a day. We're gonna do exactly what we're doing now. We're going to sell what we're currently selling. We're going to sell for more money because, I already knew. And this is not just because I just wanted more. I just knew that the services that we were providing, that people should pay more because it's very difficult, very complex, and the average person doesn't know how to do stuff like what we offer on the internet. I said, yeah, we got to sell this stuff for like $20,000, $30,000. And you know what she told me? She said, no one's going to pay that, Wes. Everybody's broke. Everybody's broke. I remember this like it was, and this is one thing that I continue to teach my team. It's not about, listen, I have sold the people who have been the brokest and they have paid me $1,000 a month. I've sold so-called broke people and they've given me $10,000 and $20,000. It's not about everybody's broke. The issue with her at that time was when you talk to all these people on the phone, and they're saying, I'm broke, they're speaking to the part of you that's still broke. And that was happening. See, even when you make a lot of money, there was always a version of you that was broke, right? If you're a self-made millionaire or self-made like myself, it's always a version of yourself that's broke that you remember. So when people tell you I'm broke, you just like, oh, okay, I understand. Then you tell your boss, your CEO, well, Wesley, everybody's broke. We're calling people, but everybody's broke today. And I said, no, Ariella, everybody's not broke. You just can't sell them. It's just your inability to sell these people. You're just not good enough. Like me, I can sell anybody. I can sell people on the street. They will find money. I can do it. I'm just really that good. I can sell anybody. You can have a negative balance, and I will have you out there knocking on doors, finding $1,000 to give to me. I'm that good. And when I explained to Ariella, I said, listen, it's just your mindset, it's your mentality. You're allowing people to give you an excuse that they're broke. They're not. They're not broke. They're using that so you can stop talking to them. They're using that because it allows them to be comfortable again, right? Because if I say I'm broke, then you won't mess with me. You'll leave me alone. Yeah, but I told her you got to give people pressure, right? Pressure. But long story short, I said we're going to do $20,000 a day. Of course, she in disbelief, but she believes me. One thing about Ariella, she always believes me. Even when I have these outrageous goals, right? I told her like this month I'm going to pay $1 million because she's going to make so much money. I'm going to wire her $1 million this month, right? And she may believe that, but not really believe that because she's thinking about the reality. Because we always default to this reality that, well, the reality is, well, fuck the reality. Okay, we create the reality, but you have to continue to teach people this until they get it. But I remember when she was like, I don't know how you're gonna make $20,000 a day, but I guess I believe you. And then guess what? She was making $20,000 a day. I mean, she went from $30,000 a month to making $500,000 a month. Now, how does that happen? How does a young lady from New York City, barely 30 years old, right? And I'm wiring her $500,000 a month only because we changed the belief. That's all we did. I mean, to be honest, that's all we did. Just changed her belief. I said, we're going to be doing this. And I just need you to believe in me until your belief kicks in. And she did. Just one thing about her, she just listens to her CEO, which is me. I'm her mentor as well. So, I mean, period. And boom, she's making this money. And the only thing changed, listen, it wasn't that she worked harder, okay? It wasn't that she had to sacrifice more. And this is what I'm trying to teach you. Listen, and this is what we teach in Overnight Millionaire University. It's not about hard. It's just your belief. I installed a new belief in her mind. Even my woman, I installed a new belief. I'm great at it. I'm the best. I know how to wipe out old limiting blocks, and I know how to install new thoughts. And I can do it indirectly. I can use embedded suggestion. I can use psychology. I mean, I use all types of methods to do this, and I will activate the new self. And you won't even see it happen, but you'll see it in your bank account. You just see it in your bank account. You're like, oh, damn, I made $5. I made $10. Oh, damn. How did that happen? Okay. So the point is, once the new belief is installed, like this, you can't put a new belief over old beliefs, by the way. See, this is the first day at Overnight Millionaire University, the first week, we have to wipe and delete all that clutter and all that junk that's in your mind. Many of you, all you're doing is packing on more stuff, more books, more speeches, more seminars. Let me try this. You have so much junk in your mind, you can't focus on anything. So your beliefs are conflictory. The conflicts that's happening in the mind. And whenever you have a conflict in the mind, you're impatient. And when you're impatient, you get upset, you get angry, you get frustrated, irritated. Like, I'm going to quit. I hate this. This is not working. Why this? And then you start to complain. You get it? But when your mind is organized, because you've wiped away, because you've decided to join Overnight Millionaire University, and you've just wiped away your beliefs, all those old limiting beliefs, okay, very, very easily, using very, very hypnotic psychological techniques, which I share in the university, then your mind is now clear to accept New thoughts, new beliefs. I mean, I do this on a daily. I do this with my team. What are you talking about? Okay. I implant and embed these new beliefs. They even listen to my rants because they're smart. I tell them all they're going to be making 6 figures to 7 figures this year. All of them. Some may believe that. Some may not believe that. That's okay. But they all want that. And all they have to do is just believe that it's possible for them. Does that make sense? It's just your belief that's the problem, folks. I'm trying to think about different ways to articulate this to you so you understand that that's work on the belief, that like the thoughts. That's work on what's happening in the mind. We don't have to spend too much time with, I need another technique, another trick to sell people. I need another trick to market people. I need something else. I need another method. No, you need methods for the mind. Okay? There are many schools that teach you how to be a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, what are the professions? Like a secretary, a waiter, a waitress, to drill holes in the streets and to cut grass. I mean, there's many technical schools that would teach you all the how-to stuff. How to start an internet business, how to start an internet company, how to run Facebook ads, how to run a digital company, how to do Forex, how to do network marketing. I mean, there are many courses and classes to teach you about math and about history and about psychology and about science and social studies and health. And there's many colleges and universities that would teach you how to do things. But where's the university that teaches you how to use your mind? It doesn't exist until now. It exists right now. And I get it. It's a new concept. Some of you may be like, I don't know if that's going to work. And I don't know. How do I know that's it? You don't know. I mean, you don't know if it's going to work. It's new. Like I just created this young black man from Houston, Texas. I have a dream. And the dream is that everybody's going to be enrolled into my university. I'm talking about teenagers, from young adults, from 30s and 40s and 50s. They're going to be logged in, okay? Hundreds of millions of people, okay? Like we add new content every single month. And people that graduate, they're going to learn how to use their mind in a way to get what they want. That's it. Because that's why we live on the planet. We live on the planet to get what we want. Because if we're getting what we want, now we have a positive experience on the planet. You get it? That's all we really want. We just want a positive experience while we live on earth until we die. Hello? Is that not what you want? We all want that, right? So there's not a class, there's not a university that does that. Mine does. And the great thing about mine, I'm not going to charge you $100,000. Like my daughter, she's in school. We just found out like her tuition for this semester is $30,000. Jeez, just to be a nurse. My God. And many of you youngsters, you're fighting to go to college. Like you're fighting to be in debt. You're not going to be in debt with Overnight Millionaire University because we don't want your money. We want your transformation. Like you're going to invest some money, but nothing close to $100,000 or $50,000. What? No, not at all. Okay. Everybody gets access. That wants to get access. That want to change. I'm going to tell you this. If you're not willing to do something new in life, okay? If you're not willing to do something new because you just don't know what you don't know, well, you'll never have anything new in your life. Until you realize, maybe it's this year, next year, 5 or 10 years from now, but eventually you're going to realize that what's stopping you or what's affecting you negatively is your thoughts and your emotions. That's it. Because your thoughts and your emotions are the inception of everything in your life. Can we agree? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Like everything. The foundation is the thoughts and the emotions. Okay, these are the roots of all our experiences on the planet. So if you're not taught how to do that, or how to master your thoughts and master your emotions, or understand your emotions, or how to use your emotions in a way to fast pace your success and fast pace everything in your life, then you just feel stuck. You feel stagnant. Then you get older and older and older. And now have this sense of urgency. You know, I realize people in their 40s and 50s and 60s, they have this urgency. Oh my God, I got to do something now because I'm running out of time. Because I'm getting ready to die. I mean, the average person lives to about, 70 or 80 years old. So think about the people that are already 40 and 50 years old. 50 years old, you got about 20 years off. 60, 10. Sheesh. It's crazy, right? Like I say that because I want the people in the 30s and 20s to think about it. Teenage, think about this. Like, people not living to 100. Some people are. Not a lot. You know, maybe 75, 80 years old, maybe 80. I mean, people are dying very quickly. I mean, unfortunately. It's unfortunate that they are. But all I'm saying is you don't have a lot of time. Time is running out. Okay? You know, I hear people in their 20s, I got a lot of time. I'm like, okay. A lot of time to do what? To fuck up? You don't have a lot of time, man. You better be very particular about the time that you're putting forward right now and know exactly what you want and know what you're trying to create. You know, I thank God that I know my purpose. I know what I want to do. And that makes me feel good. That makes me feel like I'm a billionaire now, even though I don't have $1 billion in a bank account. Like, it makes me feel so good because I know my purpose. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm going to create. And it's something that may sound impossible. Like, thinking that I'm going to have 100 million people in a university on the internet that only talks about how to manifest their dreams. I mean, a true school, though, not just some BS program you download and you try to just go through it. No. An actual school that teaches you emotional intelligence, that teach you persuasion skills, that teach you body language techniques, that teach you how to use your mind, actual methods that you can do to reset yourself quickly, how to get rid of a negative thought within seconds, how to install what you need in your mind very quickly because your brain is very malleable, using science, using neuroscience to do this stuff, using hypnotic techniques to be able to bring money into your life. I mean, I get it. You know, you guys don't believe a lot of this stuff, but you want to believe it. Imagine if you did believe it. Imagine if you just decided to sign up right now, you know. Or you can sign up later. It's okay. Hey, any questions for me, folks? Okay. Any question for me? And let me tell you something. Everybody on here that's in their 40s and 50s and 60s, and if you don't mind, go ahead and comment below. Let the young people know that time flies. Like, literally. It's that don't waste your time. It's a lot of people that are 40 and 50 and 60 years old that don't have $1,000 in their bank account. They're still sick. They're unhealthy because of their bad habits. You have people in here that have addictions and they smoke and they drink too much and they're 40 plus. You have parents over here who they are just terrible parents. Okay? Irresponsible parents. Irresponsible financially. You got parents over here, they're 40 plus and they're overweight. Like, what kind of role model are they? I mean, listen, if you're in your 40s and 50s and 60s, comment in the chat below and tell the young world. Let them know that you also said that you will never be the person that you are now. Because some of you that are in your 40s and 50s and 60s can't believe that you're still stuck in this situation that you currently are stuck in. You better tell them, don't waste your time. It's people that are 50 years old that are listening to them. Like, God damn, you're right. I wasted so much time. And it wasn't even worth it. All that fun and play and all those things I did. Damn, I wish I didn't do it. You know how many people that are older than myself say, man, I wish I just, damn. I wish I was just more serious in my 20s and 30s. And I'm like, well, it's not too late, man. It's not too late. You can get serious now. You know, the great thing about making $1 million, the average millionaire is 57 years old. So, like, you have all these people like, you know, Kentucky Fried Chicken Man. He didn't start his business until the age of 50. Warren Buffett, he didn't make his millions. No, Steve Harvey. He didn't hit his big success until 50 plus. So, I mean, it's not too late for you old folks. You, my elders. Okay? So, young world that's in your teens and in your 20s. In 30s. Look at the 40 plus folks. I mean, you got a mom, you got a dad. You know people that are in their 40s, right? And 50s. Look at their life. Like, God damn, do I want to be like my mom? Now, if you have an amazing mom, awesome for you. You got an amazing dad, awesome. And I'm not talking about just amazing because they treat you nice and they're good people. It's cool to be a good person, but it's not cool to be a good person and financially broken. There's a lot of good people who are financially broken. They can't budget their money. They're the person that always talk about how they have no money at the end of the month. Does anybody know anybody like that? Well, I don't have any money this week. I don't get paid until the 4th. I don't get paid till the 3rd. I'm sorry, baby. I'm broke this week. I can't help you out. I can't do it. I'm broke. I'm looking for a job. I'm sorry. So ask yourself, young people, do you want to be like that? No, negative. You don't. So look at that as say, no, I don't want to be like, I'm going to do the opposite of you. Young world. Think about that. Yeah, so I know I need to be the opposite of these people. All right, because I'm going to tell you something. You will end up becoming, listen. Ooh, listen. You will end up becoming the exact man or woman you say you would never be. My God, how many people do I know that's my age right now? Okay. My young age right now. And they are basically virgins of their parents. Are they doing things that they said that they would never do? Working at Walmart, working at Target. Ain't nothing wrong working at Walmart and Target, but I don't think these people that are 40 and 50 years old wanted to do that. I mean, I don't think they said that was their dream and aspiration to do that. But, you know, making minimum wage, not making enough money, can't pay the rent on time, credit jacked up, debt everywhere, credit card debt. I don't have any debt. And listen, I'm not trying to be braggadocious here, but I thought about that. You know, my parents, they're lovely people, but they were not smart nor astute when it comes to money. The money, man. I mean, they did the best that they but the money, no, I can't follow them. And I was like, oh, I'd never be like that. I can't be. I can imagine being 40 or 50 or 60 years old, still struggling to find some money because something happens and I got to find money to get it fixed. Absolutely not. No, I can't do that. It's impossible. Okay? Because I made a decision in my 20s that I was going to have different standards when it comes to money. That was just my decision. Any questions for me, folks? If you got any value, comment the word value below, please. What is the duration of the university? It never stops. You know, the great thing about my university, it's more than a university, it's a way of life. To think about the Rich People Club. You know, millionaires have a club. Well, we have a club. Okay, this is our club, the OMU Club. I mean, that university is for you to become the version of yourself to get what you want. If it's money, if it's better health, if it's relationship, whatever. That's what it's for. And you can be an alumni. Like when you go to a college or a university, does it ever stop? You're still a part of your alumni. You're still a part of the family. So even though you make your first million, you're still a part of the family. So it's a never-ending process, just like life itself. Never stops. Okay? Come with the word value if you got any value here. Um, Wes, what is the most important thing to manifest to manifest anything very quickly within 1 month? Listen, let me tell you something. If you're thinking like that, if you're thinking that, well, I need it done in 1 month, my question is why? Why not 2 months? Why not 3 months? Why not a year? Why does it have to be a month? Why not 2 days? Why not 3 days? Why not 5 days? My question to you is, why is the time? I talk about this in Overnight Millionaire University too. I go deep on this. I talk about the conditions of time, on how time in actuality doesn't exist. Time only exists because it's used to structure the world. You need time only to structure the world. Let me explain. And I go into this deep into Overnight Millionaire University because, listen, once you start understanding these concepts, then you start to perceive them differently, and then your life changes. Because if you're like on this whole time thing, like when am I make $1 million? When am I lose weight? When am I find that girl or that guy of my dreams? You're going to be lost in the sauce for the rest of your life. Because every time you don't hit the time frame, you're going to get pissed. And you're going to try something new. Listen, when we go to work, the boss tell you got to be at 8 o'clock. He does that because you need to be there at a certain time because he needs organization. It needs to be organized. That's why when you go to school, we go to school at a certain time, like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. You got to be at class at this time. The bell rings. It's just to structure the world. Okay. If time didn't exist as a construct, then the world will be chaotic. I mean, when would people know when to go to work? The lights, like the stoplights, red, green, and yellow, they're timed. Like if we didn't have that time from the light perspective, then people will have more accidents. We have to have nighttime and daytime, right? It must exist. Some people work in the daytime. Some people work in the night. Everybody can't work in the daytime. Like who's going to take care of the hospital, the fire department, the police department at night? So you get it. So the time must exist. Okay. But in actuality, when it comes to just our life and when things happen, that's when time doesn't exist. Because when a young man asks me, well, how can I manifest what I want quickly within a month? Well, you can manifest anything within the mind within a second. See, this is what I teach in Overnight Millionaire University, but it's another way to think about it. Because, listen, when you think about manifestation, many of you just think about, well, if I think about a brand new car, I want to see that car and I want to drive that car. I want that car to be mine. In my name, this is my car. Okay, I get it. But what I'm sharing with you is, you can have that experience in the mind immediately. Like whatever you want. Now listen to me. Whatever you want, you try this. Whatever you want, you can have it in your mind right now. You can just think about it. You can feel it, smell it, taste it right now in your mind. And how do we know? We have science to back this up. This is not me talking. This is science. Science says, and this is many neuroscientists that agree with this, that your mind doesn't know the difference between an actual experience and an experience in your mind. It doesn't know the difference of you thinking about a Lamborghini, having a Lamborghini, and saying that you own one, and actually having one in your third dimensional world, your physical world. Doesn't know. Your mind doesn't know the difference. Your mind doesn't know the difference between you watching a scary movie and that scary movie, even though it's not real, but your mind doesn't know it. Just think it is. Just think it's happening. So, which means is, young man, you can experience everything that you want right now. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just start thinking about having it. Just say, I have it. That's it. I mean, it's that simple. But we think it's not simple. But that's it. But it's a practice. It's like, how do I build big biceps? I see these videos on TikTok. How to build bigger biceps. Do it this way. Do it this way. No. You know how you build bigger biceps? Just train them every day. I mean, train them a lot. Train. That's all you got to do. It doesn't even matter how much weight. Just do it all the time. Then they'll grow. That's it. Correct? So you have to master the mind. Mastering the mind means that you have to begin to create the images or use your own imagination as if you have what you want now. And the more you do it, you'll start to feel, come at the word feel, you will begin to feel, this is when it gets juicy. Oh my God. Listen, you will begin to feel as if you have it, even though you don't have it in the third dimensional world yet. This is how you know when you've convinced your mind that you have it, when you've persuaded your mind that you have. I call this the installation process. The installation process is when we are doing an activity such as visualizing, using our imagination as if we're living the life that we want to live. And we are surrounding that experience with our five senses over and over again. You do this with me in the university. And then we just feel that it's real. I mean, it's really that simple. That's how I made all this money. That's why, like, good things and great things just come to me. I swear to God, they just attract to me. Like everything, it just comes automatically. The people that I work with, they just come to me. I don't think I went out and went to go hire or find anybody. They all came to me. Almost everybody that works for me today, they all found me. Every one of them. Like, I didn't go out there scouting, taking people to lunch and dinner and flying to their city. Hey, my name is Wesley Virgin, Virgin Media. I saw your LinkedIn profile, and we think that you'll be a great addition to the company. And I don't kind of do that. They came to me. Okay. All right. Any more questions for me? Did you get value? Come to the word value. Hit the like and share button as well. And remember, you can always join Overnight Millionaire University. Whenever you want to join, you can join now or you can join later. But if you choose to join now, just go to overnightmillionaire.com and just click on become a member. Read. Make sure you fully understand everything and enroll now. Okay? And let's get started. Let's just get the blocks wiped out. Because you can't do anything. I can't do anything for you until we begin to delete the junk that's in your mind right now. I'm going to be honest with you. And you could try other stuff, but I'm going to tell you something. You're going to be older trying things that don't work because you're not working on the root cause. You can try something new, a new business, a new opportunity, and it'll fail because you haven't addressed what every rich and successful person or athlete, top athlete has done. I mean, it's the mind. They will all tell you. Every top athlete on this planet would tell you it's the mind. McGregor, he would talk about the mind. Floyd Mayweather, the mind. Drake, the mind. Okay, LeBron James, the mind. Steph Curry, the mind. Kobe Bryant, the mind. Oprah Winfrey, the mind. Like all these people that you look up to and admire, they always talk about the mind. It's the mind. You got to master the mind first. You got to see it in the mind. And it just takes some time to see it. But if you're in a community of other people and we see it together, it just makes it easier and faster for you to get results. Okay? Any more questions for me? So, like I said, if you want to be a student of mine, I would love to teach you. I love to have some fun with you. And so I can begin to transform your mind first. You can send me a story and say, Wesley, I can't believe it. Oh, my God, Wesley, I can't believe you. You're so lovely. You're so amazing. I love you so much. You did this for me. I got over 3,000 testimonies right now, even from the Overnight Millionaire University, all the individual courses. So I can imagine of how many we're going to have this year, like millions. How do we feel the money demon in the right way? What's the money demon? Like, for you to personify money as demonic is concerning to me. Like, why is it a money demon? We have to grind. I feel a bit without the conversation. I don't know what the money demon is. I would say you need to change that. Money, how is money a demon? Money can't breathe. Money doesn't have a heart. Money doesn't have a pulse. It's just paper. My God. You can tear money up. You can burn money. What do you mean? How is it a demon? Why is it a demon? If you personify money as a demon, then I know why you don't have it. Because when you think about anything demonic, that's not something that we gravitate towards, correct? When you think about the devil, nobody want to have dinner and breakfast with the devil. right? So if you call the money a demon, why would you want to have anything to do with it? You know, money is amazing. Money is just paper. It doesn't have any power, to be honest with you. People give money power. Okay? Hit the like and share button, folks. Right now, if you got any value, comment the word value if you got any value. And let me know if you decide to sign up tonight or right now to Overnight Millionaire University. Let me know in the DM. Say, Wesley, I'm in, so I can see your profile. Give you a free upgrade as well for everybody that gets started now with Overnight Millionaire University. You got to go to the website. Or you can just go to the link in my bio, read, watch the videos so you can understand what it's all about. And if it's something that you're ready to move forward with because you're just sick and tired of what's happening, you've tried so many things, well, try this. Let's see. I'm telling you, if you do it, I can guarantee you this. If you do it, what I tell you, if you listen to me and just do what I freaking tell you to do, you're gonna win. You can ask anybody who has ever worked with me. If you just listen to me, unless I'm not a tyrant, sometimes I am. If you just listen to me, shut your mouth when you get into university. Shut your mouth and just listen and do what I say. Then think of it later. Okay? Any questions for me? How do you remove money blocks? Well, how do you know you have money blocks? See, a lot of you're trying to diagnose yourself. Well, how do I remove negativity? How do I remove money blocks? Well, how do you know? You got to be accessed first. Let me do that. Let me do that in Overnight Millionaire University. Because maybe you don't have money blocks. I don't believe in money blocks. Because what does that even mean? How do you know that you're blocking yourself from money? Like, how do you know? That's like a person that says, I'm depressed. Well, how do you know for sure? Like, are you a doctor? You have a degree in depression. You have a degree in money. I don't think anybody has money blocks. I don't think money is blocking you. I believe that the activity, the behavior, and the attitude that you currently have is not aligned with the person that you want to meet, that you want to be to get money. That's it. Okay. It's not because you have a block. I mean, how do you have a money block? So you're saying you woke up this morning and every day of your life, money just says they're blocking you. So you think you have something in your brain that's blocking your money? It's your habits, man. It's the things you do and the things that you don't do. Like some of you are thinking about joining Overnight Millionaire University right now, but you're unsure. You're scared. You don't know. You're like, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't want to waste more money. See, but that's not a block. That's your own internal dialogue. Like your own conversation about joining Overnight Millionaire University is you. Like you're convincing yourself not to do it instead of persuading yourself to do it, such as, I got to do this. This is it. I can feel it in my soul, in my gut. I got to move forward because if I continue to do what I've currently done in the past, I'm going to continue to get the same results. So I got to do something different. I'm going to do this right now. So where's the block at? It's a conversation. Okay? If anything, it's a conversational block. It's an internal conversational block you're having with yourself. That's the great thing about people. Like, I don't have to sell my program. People sell themselves. I tell my salespeople, like, you don't have to sell people. Let them sell themselves by giving them the opportunity. You either give a person the opportunity to fail or the opportunity to succeed. That's it. If you want to continue to fail, don't join Overnight Millionaire University. Don't move forward. Just continue to do what you're currently doing. And it's guaranteed that you will fail. You get it? So it's not a money block. It's the conversation that's happening in your mind. The conversation that's happening in your mind are thoughts and beliefs. If you believe you have a money block, then you do. I'm asking you to say, well, maybe you don't have a money block. Maybe you're just telling yourself that as an excuse or not to make money. You get it? It's always the thoughts, folks. I make music. I post them online for free. But when it comes to putting them up for sale, I've seen if I'm every reason not to. I want things to be perfect before I put it up for sale. Okay, Rod, I got you, right? So Rod says that he's a musician. He posts his music for free. He want to sell it, but he's afraid. But he didn't put the word afraid, but I'm going to put it. He's afraid. You know what he's afraid of? That people are not going to like it. People are not going to buy it. That's not good enough. He's afraid of rejection. That's not a money block. You're just afraid to be rejected, bro. Be honest. You know what I called my barber the other day? I'm going to say this live. And don't judge me, folks. But it's just the type of mentor I am. My barber is the same type of person. He's a barber. He's really good. He's the best, in my opinion. And he won't post his stuff online. And you know what he said? He said, well, I don't really care about negative comments, but I don't want to deal with negative comments. Yeah, I don't want people talking about my stuff, and then I got to think about it and stuff like that. I said, you've been a pussy and a bitch. I told him that. I said, you just been a pussy. You've been a bitch. Because that's what pussies say. Like a man that's a pussy. You know what he said? He said, oh, man, I don't want people to, I don't want no negativity. I don't want no rejection. I don't want people. Because, see, that's what Rod really said. He's not saying it in the comments below. Like, Rod can't say I'm a pussy. That's the reason why I'm not posting the song. But that's what he is. Like, he's afraid of people that's not going to like his stuff. I mean, 100%. He don't want to hear the comments. He don't want to see it. Right? Because it's going to speak to his insecurities. Same thing with my barber guy. Like, he don't want to see it because it's going to speak to his insecurities. It's going to expose them. So instead of addressing them, he just chooses not to do it. And see, Rod, instead of addressing them, he chooses to say he got money blocks. But in actuality, he's just a pussy. I mean, just be honest, he's like a bitch. And I don't mean it in a derogatory way, but it's just like bitch behavior, Like, because women are kind of like, I'm not saying women are bitches, but I'm saying like women are scared, right? They're very emotional. They're very afraid of everything. They don't know. They're unsure. They're uncertain. That's how women are, Women always need to be reassured that they're beautiful. They need to be reassured that they're great, that they're amazing. They need attention all the time. So what Rod's saying is, I need the attention that I want. I want people to say, oh, man, the song is amazing. This is great. I don't want anybody to come and say, oh, this is a piece of shit. Who put this shit together? This is just the most despicable song I've ever heard in my life. And then when he used the word, well, I wanted to be perfect. No, what he's really saying, that's decode that. See, in Overnight Millionaire Universe, I decode all these phrases that we use. He used the word perfect, but what he wants is acceptance. Yeah, that's what he wants. Like, he wants to be accepted. He wants everybody to say, oh my God, your music is amazing, bro. Oh my God, that song touched my soul. He don't want to hear anything other than that. He wants to be accepted. He called that perfection. All you guys do that. Everybody say, oh, I want this to be perfect. I want this to be perfect. I want this to be perfect. Well, I want it to be perfect. No, you don't want anybody to reject that ass. Okay, you don't want nobody to talk about you, make you feel like shit. Well, you'll never be great. I mean, listen, it's impossible. I mean, you can think about anybody on the planet that you can think that is the most noble, greatest, purest person. Someone hates them and don't even know them. And I'm not saying the comments are not going to affect you, but they shouldn't affect you. Like me, when people leave comments about me, like, honestly, I don't even have time to read negative comments. And sometimes I see negative comments, but I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I see it. I'm like, okay, that's your perception. That's cool. I mean, so what? Like, somebody left a comment on one of my videos and said, oh, you got AI videos now? Man, you're going to lose your audience. Okay, great. So what? I mean, I don't even care. Well, we'll see. Let me keep posting. Well, they're working. Getting views, getting shares, getting likes. So I'm not saying that the comments might not affect you, because they will. But it can't affect you too long. You're like, okay, but it's cool. This person don't even know me. So what? My question, you got to, listen, when you start posting your music for sale, okay, and you want people to buy it, and I get it, some people might not buy it at all. They might not buy it. That doesn't mean that you're not good. Okay, that doesn't mean that you're a terrible artist. All it means is just people don't want it right now. There are many musicians on the internet that have posted for years, and they finally got discovered through TikTok. Hello? Look at that guy, what's his name? Teddy Swims. Teddy Swims is a great example. I mean, but he sings well. But man, he's been a singer for a very long time, but no one knew who he was. There are many singers, many people no one knows who these people are. But social media gives you a platform that you can put it out there and people like it. And now Teddy Swims is on my TV. I saw this man on social media before he even, every time I just scroll and I can see him singing. Now this man is on the music channel on my TV on my cable. So why couldn't that happen to you, Rod? Bro, you got to be fearless. You can't be a pussy, okay? You got to be fearless. You got to have thick skin. I mean, you got to take it, man. If somebody say your shit is jacked up, take it. I tell my children this all the time because sometimes my girls be sensitive. I tell my girls, say, just take it. Like, I'm going to tell you what, sometimes because, me, I can be tough. And sometimes when my girls just say, well, I don't know if I should tell you this and blah, 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 blah. And I know what you're going to say. So take it. You messed up, take it. Whatever I'm going to tell you, take it because you can take it. Take it to be better or do whatever you want to do, but take it. Just don't put yourself in the corner like, oh, daddy hates me. He don't like me. Take it and get over it. I have to teach my children that. They got to know. They have to know because the world is a beautiful place, but it could be a cruel place at the same time. Just take it. Somebody gives some feedback, take it, discard it, whatever. It doesn't mean that you have to readjust everything that you do in life. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Okay? Hit the like and share button, folks. I got to go. Like I said again, if you got any value, come with the word value below. If you want to improve your knowledge, young man, just go to Overnight Millionaire University. This is what I teach. I teach this all day. And this is what I teach. If you want to understand this level of thinking, if you want to go beyond the surface level of thinking, if you want to have deeper conversations, I know some of you women, men that are on the surface level, they're just not smart. Maybe they're attractive men, they're good men, but they're just not intelligent men, that they're just unable to have deeper conversations and understand the deeper understandings of life. Just join Overnight Millionaire University. I will be your Overnight Millionaire University husband on the internet, okay? Only on the internet. I'm already spoken for. But on the internet, I will help you, I will guide you, and your life will be beautiful. Okay? Much love. This is Wesley, $1 Billion Virgin, and let's go.